begin in Senate District 3, a large district which runs from the Canadian border to the outskirts of Duluth and along the north shore of Lake Superior. The challenger in Senate District 3 is Republican Christopher Hogan of Two Harbors.
Hello, my name's Chris Hogan and I'm running for Minnesota State Senate District 3. I grew up on Rainy Lake, east of International Falls, where I still vacation, spend my leisure time. Had the pleasure of growing up in an area where I can hunt and fish and boat, water ski, all of the wonderful things that northern Minnesota kids can do. Today I live in Lake County between Silver Bay and Two Harbors. I'm passionate about this area. Like you, I live in this area because I want to, and you live here because you want to. The last 20 years I've worked as a commercial lender from International Falls to Bemidji to Two Harbors and everywhere in between. Prior to banking, I worked at small businesses in International Falls, and I grew up in the tourism industry. My experience as a commercial lender over the last 20 years makes me uniquely qualified to understand and put into perspective the challenges that our small businesses face and that our families face and that industry faces. It's very important that the Republicans maintain a majority position in the Minnesota Senate. The DFL has proven over the last few years that they are a metro-centered party. I will fight for rural areas and small towns, specifically the small towns and rural areas in Senate District 3. I am the pro-commerce and pro-industry candidate. And what that means is I want to build on the unique assets that we have in northeastern Minnesota. I will work with Representative Stauber, the Trump administration, the Senate Majority Leader Paul Gazelka, and all the local leaders in our district to get things fired up in Senate District 3. This new generation of leadership means that we can rebuild our communities and create economic opportunity for our youth, which is badly missing. We must diversify our wood products industries and timber industry. We must move forward with the Line 3 extension and non-ferrous mining in northern St. Louis County, as well as have pro-business policies across the state that will help our existing small businesses, whether it be in tourism or in manufacturing. Northeastern Minnesota has proven that we can mine minerals, harvest timber, and still have clean water and wonderful resources that we can enjoy and that we can use in the tourist industry. Like Representative Stauber, I am a pro-trade union candidate. As a conservative, I'm uncompromising on the Second Amendment right, and I'm also uncompromising on the cause for life. Help me bring a new generation to represent you down in St. Paul. Someone that will fight for your interests and our way of life because northern Minnesota matters. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you for your vote.
The incumbent in Senate District 3 is Democratic Farmer Labor Party candidate Tom Bakk.
Hello, my name is Tom Bakk. I'm a state senator from District 3, which is much of the Arrowhead region of Minnesota. I've served in the legislature for quite some time, 8 years in the House, and then went to the Senate in 2002. For those of you that don't know me, I'd like to tell you a little something about myself and my family. I was born in Virginia, Minnesota. Grew up in the little town of Cook. When I was a child, a group of churches in northeastern Minnesota bought a private boys camp, turned it into a Lutheran Bible camp. My dad was the camp director there during my time growing up. So it's quite a wonderful experience to grow up in summer camp, not just get to spend a week there. It taught me a lot about values and tolerance and compassion and really living the golden rule of treating others how you'd like to be treated. My wife Laura and I live on the lake, Vermilion. We've got 4 children, 8 grandchildren. They were just all up at the lake just recently playing together for a long weekend. And those of you that have grandchildren know what a special experience that is. My education, I spent a couple years at the Mesaba Community College, went on to University of Minnesota Duluth, got a bachelor's degree there in business administration. I've been a member of the United Brotherhood of Carpenters Union for 44 years. I spent 20 years of that time as a business representative, full-time union officer on the Iron Range. During my time at the legislature, I've really focused on three major areas where I spend most of my time. I've been the minority leader and the majority leader. I've been the chair of the tax committee. I really care about economic development, especially in our region of the state, to do some things to try to diversify our economy so that we are not too reliant on one sector over another, because that has implications when different economic conditions develop. I've spent almost every year on the Committee on Taxes. Tax policy matters, who you take it from. We all know we have to pay taxes in order to provide for things that we can't provide for ourselves. So making sure that system is fair is very, very important to me. I've also spent a great deal of time on the Environment Finance Committee. That's the committee that funds the Department of Natural Resources, the MPCA. I deeply care about clean water and utilizing natural resources in a way that's sustainable. And I'm very proud to have been endorsed by a number of organizations. I'll just highlight a couple for you here. The Minnesota AFL-CIO, the Minnesota State Chamber of Commerce, the Conservation Minnesota Voters Guide, and the Minnesota Police and Peace Officers Association. These are very difficult times our state is facing, and I strongly believe that my experience in the legislature is going to be very, very important as we craft a new 2-year budget for the state with less resources than we had last time. So everything's going to have to be examined very closely and compete for the scarce resources that we have at this time. I'll do my very best for the Arrowhead region. I always have. And I want to thank you for supporting me over the years. You've enhanced my life and my family's life a great deal by having the opportunity to serve in the legislature. I would appreciate your vote on November 3rd, and look forward to seeing you between now and then on the campaign trail. Difficult as that is under these COVID situations, but thanks much and have a great fall.